spit out all of the half chewed up Quality Streets because you clearly didn't like any of them.
I mean, all of my predictions in the back of my head are definitely doom and gloom.
I am recording you. You are live on Twitch right now. To my audience who is currently looking you up to dox you.
He did juice beforehand.
Oh, I thought you meant killing yourself. I thought that was.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 533. I'm your host, John_Danger, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt, you did the sound check in a different order than you're doing the intros.
Yeah.
And it's breaking my brain.
It's only breaking yours. TJ's here as well.
I have to get my drink.
Mega Man.
I gotta get my drink.
I'm Mega Man.
If you go to podcast school, this is how they tell you to start every episode.
I just start a podcast and bail. That's how it works.
I tell you right now that if there was such a thing as podcast school, I'd fucking kill myself before I went to it.
Podcast school?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Joe Rogan
It's
started.
Joe Rogan's podcast school of manliness.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. I do like that podcasts are like so mainstream now that they like have lost all meaning.
But all the mainstream ones are just absolutely
It's like everyone's
terrible.
just got to have a podcast.
And it's just an interview show. Where a person talks to a person and then that's the whole show.
Fair.
And it's not really the format that it was originally supposed to be. They've just like, what is it? Hollywood or whatever you want to call it. Business has reinvented the radio show.
Finance perverts.
Every once in a while, I'll hear like commercial for a new lower tier celebrity or like former
Bravo celebrity,
like sports person starting a podcast, and they're like, "Yeah, you can listen to us discuss the current events and pop culture." It's like, oh, so it's like the laziest fucking podcast that everyone does.
Now.
Great.
Hey now. All right, Matt. Come on. You don't have to go at me so hard like that. No, but you're right. I mean, it's interesting. You know what we could talk about? This is the first episode of 2026. What's our 2026 predictions, everyone?
Whatever we predict.
Here, I know. I've got one right up front. My first one is Grand Theft Auto 6 won't come out.
Ooh, it's getting delayed again.
That's what I think. It's not coming out this year.
Okay, that's good. So
I have no dog in the fight. I've never even played GTA 4. I've not played GTA 5. I stopped playing GTAs after what was it? Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories
on the PSP.
Vice City
Both
was
those
like
existed.
Miami.
Yeah.
Well, whichever one they ported to the PS2.
But they ported both of them. So.
They did both.
So I played those on PS2, and I was because to me GTA was a PS2 thing. Like that, it lives there. That's where it belongs. I don't need more of it afterwards. I have Saints Row if I want that.
Hot take.
Okay.
GTA peaked with London 1969.
Oh, that's a nuclear
I
take.
don't think I've ever heard of that
That's
one.
not even the best of the 2D ones.
I know it's not. London 1969 is an add-on to GTA 1.
Yeah.
You put in the London 1969 game into your PS1. It tells you to put in GTA to load the base assets and engine, and then you put back in London 1969, and it's just they wanted to make Austin Powers the GTA game. That's really what it was.
That's what it is.
Okay. So that sounds kind of amazing.
It's such a bad game.
I think GTA peaked at Vice City.
GTA
I think that too.
It's just that, like, exactly what I wanted out of a GTA game was just be so stupid and over the top.
Yeah, I also think that like San Andreas, even though it's really good, it like had too many systems going on. Like it was a little bit too like you can get fat and you can eat food and you can get buff if you go to the gym and it changes your stats a little bit. But like they're trying to make it Shenmue and like don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I should have a guy and he should be a certain way. Like Tommy Vercetti is a specific type of asshole and I feel like CJ isn't as definable what kind of asshole he is because he could be many different kinds of asshole.
I don't know, Grove Street for life, but regardless, it's weird for me because I've only played every other GTA. I played 1 and not 2. I played 3 and not Vice City. I played San Andreas and not 4, and then I played 5. So I have to skip 6.
Yeah,
Like-
I agree.
I mean, either that or I could say I skipped GTA Online and then I'll play 6 sometime in the next 10 years.
I thought GTA Online was just like GTA 5's multiplayer mode
is.
that you can buy separately.
I don't think you could buy it separately. You do have to have the GTA 5 base game to do it.
Oh,
But there's just so much, like, it's just add-on upon we added these missions and this mission, this story and this, and then these elements. And then
like the game itself enough to want to do that. Like for me, it's like it's a joke game. Like it's a game about a joke, and it's funny that it's fun to play, right? Like one of the reasons Vice City is so good is because I'm just like doing war crimes with a tank going down this fucking Miami, and I'm listening to Out of Touch by Hall and Oates on the fucking radio of the tank. Like there's a magic to that the damn like real storytelling shit doesn't quite do.
Where I mean, I do like the real storytelling stuff though. But if I do that, I'm gonna get that from my Mafia, specifically like Mafia 3.
Oh yeah,
I love Mafia 3. It's not the best of the Mafia series, but it's my favorite. I played a little bit of 2 or 1. I didn't play Old Country, the newer one, but Mafia 3 was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 1970s, because I think we're talking like around the Vietnam War. Takes place in New Orleans.
I played some of that.
Yeah, it was a well-crafted game, and I mean, and I don't know. If I want to play ridiculous, do I stick with GTA or do I go to Saints Row? Because Saints Row is kind of, I mean, more than jump the shark, but I think in the best ways possible.
Sure. Yeah, well, they haven't made a new Saints Row in a while, so the GTA is kind of. I mean, I'm gonna play it. I loved 4. I loved 5. I loved all of them, so I'm gonna play it. It's fun blowing shit up.
That's true. That is true.
It's fun driving a car.
Been playing
over
a car
cliff.
game a ton recently.
Okay.
It's on Steam. It's called Fumes. It's basically like a PS1 style, just crazy destructo car combat game.
Oh, it's trying to be Twisted Metal.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It's like harkening back to that era of just like go drive fast and blow shit up.
That's fun.
It's very kind of Mad Maxy and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. It's they also are, whenever they add a new boss, it's these giant ridiculous machines. Like one is a cruise ship on wheels, and one is like a 40-foot tall tire thing.
Nice.
It is the cruise ship on wheel. Does that give people what's the virus?
The
Norovirus?
Norovirus.
Yeah,
Is that have a norovirus attack?
Yes. I mean, it did to me, but also that might have just been what I ate.
I'm in the never not be norovirusing guild. So
You just max norovirus maxing.
yeah, noromaxing.
You just go to places where you know people shit all
Or
over
like
their hands.
yes-rovirus. Am I right, friends?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of
the
a
Neuromancer.
I'm trying to think of a prediction for 2026, and it's very difficult. I'm
Oh,
trying,
yeah, I
trying to
forgot
take a
that's what we were
wild. I'm
talking
trying to
about.
think of
Yeah.
take a wild swing here, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to do something about that Steam machine that may or may not come out. That may or may not be something people buy.
Why does it have an e-ink display? I think it looks cool, but like,
What?
why?
What has an e-ink?
You're thinking
display?
of something else. We're
Oh,
talking the thing that's trying to be a console.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
Steam box.
That's likely going to be like it doesn't have a display. You hook up to your TV.
Yeah.
It's likely going to be like $900 to $1,000.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
No, because it has like more than 512 megabytes of RAM in it, so it's going to cost $600 billion.
Yeah, I don't
That's
really
true.
know, honestly. Thanks to
No,
AI.
it is. It's the Steam machine has an e-ink display.
Oh, does it? On
On the
like the
front of
front?
I don't
That's
know why.
cool as shit.
It looks cool, but I don't know why.
Probably because they had a bunch of them.
Honestly,
sticking
I'm
around.
down with it, even if they can't justify it, because I think more stuff needs to use the e-paper displays because they just look cool. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
just looked like whenever I go to fucking Hy-Vee and the price tags are all e-paper price tags.
Matt,
I just like
Matt.
that. I just think it's cool that it's like that.
Huh.
You're smoking something here. It says this add-on is intended for internal testing and is not something that will be sold.
Oh. Well, hey, I just saw a picture. I did not.
I think that I have no clue if the Steam machine will do well or not. It really comes down to how much they're going to price it for. I think it's going to have to cost way too much, unfortunately. I would say $800 would probably be what it'll be because they said entry-level PC, which is kind of that. So, but I don't know if that's going to get people to buy it. I mean, you have a PS5 that's $500 and it plays pretty much the same shit.
And like I always say this, but like I love the Steam Deck in large part because it works perfectly as a PlayStation Portal, which means that I can have my Steam Deck stream my PS5, and so if I have a Steam Deck and a PS5, then I could just play the Steam games on my Steam Deck.
That's what I already do with Moonlight and streaming to it from my gaming PC.
Yeah,
there's really
so
not a lot of need for it for me. So I don't think it's going to do super well.
Apparently, I just found out that Moonlight works on the Xbox One. Not the best, but it does let me stream my shit on the TV, which is nice.
Yeah, for
I love
those who
to
don't
stream my
know what
shit.
Moonlight is a it was like an ex-NVIDIA like game streaming developers were like, let's do the game streaming technology, but like for people's home use. So you like set up a base computer, turn on Sunshine on it, and then you can connect to it from any computer on the same network with Moonlight.
Yep.
And it streams incredibly well, the video, and there's like not much input latency. It's amazing. It's like magic. So I love it because then I'll sit on the couch and play my computer, play World of Warcraft on my computer, on my laptop. So there's like, I think that the prediction is going to be that it's going to be rough sledding in the video game market. Shit's expensive. I know drug prices are going to go down 600%, but that hasn't happened yet. And
they're going to pay me
cheap.
5 times. They're going to pay me 5 times the cost of the drug for me to have it.
Yeah, you show up, they pay you
Nice.
and give you the drugs. It's great. It's great.
Awesome.
Math. But the I'm trying. I gotta make a bold
I
prediction.
thought we
that
were doing a
sticks.
war on drugs.
No, not those drugs.
Okay.
These drugs are good.
Oh, okay.
See, I just made a prediction that probably won't work, but it's funny whether it does or doesn't. So I've hedged my bets there.
I don't know. It's been pretty consistently happening. So
That's what I mean. It's funny whether it happens because then I'll get to say I called it. And if it doesn't happen, it's at least funny before it happens.
yeah.
This is like an economy of a joke here.
I'm just gonna
So-
say that the PlayStation is gonna announce a handheld, and it's gonna not be very well received because it will be locked down, and people will be like, "Why?"
You know what would even be funnier is if they partner with one of those companies that makes the emulation thing, like Ambernick, to make their handheld.
Hell yeah, dude! Give me an Ambernick PlayStation. The fucking worst thing ever. No, I mean,
Only plays up to PS1 games.
I just don't think that there's just no way anyone can make anything that's affordable now because of the market. So I don't even know if the Steam Deck or the Steam machine will launch because of the RAM apocalypse that happened. So unless they bought all that already, good luck.
On a related
Or if
note,
it's built out of Steam Deck RAM components. I don't know if it is. It probably isn't. But if it is,
it depends.
they'd have to be soldered on board, of course, because I think it's either SoC or it's onboard RAM. But they could do that with the Steam machine. But I don't know if they are.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just unfortunate. Thank you, OpenAI. Thank you, fraudulent
Well, hey,
companies.
maybe the AI bubble will burst and they'll get a bunch of secondhand hardware.
I will say that it won't burst because
That's your prediction.
yes, because it's too awful to burst. because too many super awful people are making tons of money off of it. I think it will burst eventually, but I think 2026 still has enough runway because there's still enough people willing to fund these horrendous companies. I think that we'll probably lose. Maybe my bold prediction is one of the big players will lose. So we're going to talk. I'm like one of them: Anthropic, OpenAI, Meta. That's it, right?
God.
Well, there's
It would be
Google,
so funny if it
and
completely
then there's
bankrupted
Microsoft for
Meta.
Copilot.
Yeah. I think
if I
OpenAI
honestly
is
had
going to
to
have an
pick one-
IPO and it's going to make a ton of money, and then it's going to completely just the stock will plummet.
Yeah,
but
it's
the people will
it's
have
essentially-
made their money by then.
Yeah.
yeah, it's essentially a regular market version of a crypto rug pull.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
It's going to happen because that company doesn't make any money. It's really good at losing a lot
They
of money.
barely make a product.
Yeah. Well, it's just Google.
Yeah.
They just steal from Google search.
Yeah.
Remember the Google search that was really awful that everyone said sucked? What if we made that into a product? That's what it is. Like, it's awful. Oh man, we're doomed as a society. People have decided to stop thinking, and literally will ask ChatGPT for everything now. It's insane. And I know you guys. I'm assuming none of you watched the newest season of South Park.
Nope.
It's one of my favorite parts of it is that Randy, Stan's dad, his whole thing is how addicted he is to using ChatGPT for everything, and it's so exactly right that this middle-aged white guy would be asking ChatGPT for everything.
And I'll tell you why. What's funny is that I think that as time goes on, and like for some reason, South Park continues to have new episodes. What's funny is that Randy was such a joke character early on, who would do very like outrageous shit, and now Matt Stone and Trey Parker are Randy's like age / older than Randy, and all of their friends are his age, so they're being a lot more accurate about the exact like real world ways that like middle-aged white dudes are fucked up with Randy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. I need to talk about my drink though, to give Matt some time for his large prediction. My prediction is the bubble will not burst. That's it.
Talk about your drink, and then I have my prediction.
I have an.
What is that?
So
I've seen the Hy-Vee.
So I went to Costco before the holidays, and they had a pack of Holiday Olipop, which is the soda that if you want to spend $2 a can, that's the soda that you get. But they had, I think it was a 15 pack for like $20, so it was like, all right, I'll try it. They had a cola with green tea for caffeine. It had an apple, which was excellent. An apple soda was very good. And then they had this ginger ale, which Lauren doesn't touch because she doesn't like ginger. And I've had a couple of these, but that's what we're drinking. This tastes not like ginger ale. This tastes like ginger beer. Very gingery. So I like it. It's good. It's
I like
beer.
I forget what brand it is, but they have like a ginger beer extra ginger that you can get, and they sell it at like Target, and I get that sometimes. It's yummy.
I forget what that's called. I see that all the time, and I like that. Reed's.
Yep.
Reed's extra ginger. Yeah, that's good stuff. I love a ginger beer. So, I'm drinking that. Holidays are over. I cooked prime rib as usual. That was good. What else did we do here? Got presents. I bought myself presents. I ate most of a Quality Street. Interesting. Quality Street tin was in this room here, kind of over here on my little shelf I have over here. And I came in to record the podcast, and all over the floor was a bunch of wrappers and half chewed up Quality Streets.
Oh my.
So somebody came in here.
Lauren got into it.
And decided that they would enjoy some Quality Street. And by enjoy Quality Street, I mean spit out all of the half chewed up Quality Streets because she clearly didn't like any of them. It's amazing. They're just like bite marks all over them and then just on the floor. So I think she did not enjoy the Quality Street. And Lauren was concerned because of dogs and chocolate, but I said, there is basically no cocoa in any of these.
Yeah.
These are like
I
the
thought it was
cheapest.
Lauren who had done this. I didn't realize it was Judy.
No, it was my dog. Lauren didn't come into my room and rip up wrappers everywhere and spit chocolate
Well,
on
I mean,
the floor.
from everything I know about Lauren, it's like something that she would do. Like not something that she would naturally do, but something that she would think about for a minute and be like, that would be really funny. Because like if she dropped one wrapper, she would convince herself that it was very funny to just drop a bunch more wrappers.
That's true, but they were shredded in traditional Judy style.
I see.
So now I have put the top on the container, so she cannot get into it. You know, she's generally pretty good, so I didn't even think about it. But I guess she decided to be naughty. So got my Quality Street. I bought. I ripped some packs. I went down a
Pokemon.
No, you can't buy Pokemon cards. Like I would love to buy Pokemon cards to rip them, but if you go to any store where the Pokemon cards are, it's empty, and except for the 30 minutes after they restock it, where 18 guys just take everything.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yes, it's horrific.
I didn't know they were still so crazy.
It's insane. It's just terrible.
Pokemon cards are legitimate gambling now.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
what's
all
fucked
people do
up.
it for.
Yeah, what's fucked up is that when we were kids, like we knew there was a card game, mostly because there was also a Game Boy game that was the card game, so the like experience of buying cards for Pokemon was much more of a collector's card situation. Like you could play the game, but like everyone I knew mostly did it as a collector's card thing. Like it was a lot more like finding a rookie card for your favorite player in a sports card.
Oh, sweet! I got this card. I love that Pokemon.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
And,
you know,
and now it's like so like bisected into either crazy like meta professional gambling, like not gambling, but like the professional cards or whatever will be these specific ones that are good, and so like everyone buys them to sell those to the like professional card players and streamers who do that shit. And then the other ones are the rare ones who are like nobody even wants them. They're just like speculative. They're Beanie Babies essentially, where they're just like shit. They're just like investments. Like this is my college or this is my kid's college fund here. Is
and then the whole grading scams too.
Oh yeah. There's actually I just saw that they opened up an investigation on the monopoly of the card grading companies and how it's probably pretty scammy. But regardless of all of that, this has plagued all collectible carding is now like gambling. I saw a post where somebody was like, he went with his kid to pick up some cards at a local card shop, some baseball cards or something, and they witnessed somebody like ripping through packs and then just throwing everything in the trash basically, except for a few cards. And he's like, he went over there with his kid and we're like, we took all the cards because we're like, I wanted to look at the cards. like, and so, you know, because it's like, I bought a bunch of NBA cards because Topps started releasing NBA hoops cards that they used to do back like in the 90s. And so I was like, oh, I'll buy a big box, like $50 box of like I think 16 packs, you know, with like however many 12 cards each or something like that. So I just did that and I like ripped through them and I looked at them and I was like, oh yeah, I like that guy. Oh, I know that player. And then this year, since they're like started doing cards again, they have like throwbacks to the 90s. So I got like a Magic Johnson card and it's like it's nice. They're just fun to like open up and look through them. And so I bought another pack because, you know, that's just what you do. Because I had so much fun opening the first pack. I got a Cooper Flag rookie card, so that's worth like $12.
I've heard of that guy.
Well, he was the number 1 draft pick this year, so that's usually the card you chase for.
Yeah, I see. That's
So I got one, and I got a Giannis Milwaukee Bucks card, which I was excited about. So
Yeah,
just for fun. Like, but you can actually buy, basketball cards. It's not like Pokemon cards. It's
I have this feeling, and
I
it's
wish
like
I could buy Pokemon cards.
It's existential, and it's kind of upsetting to think about. But like, I feel like a part of the reason that these things are so easily gameable, in kind of the same way that like shoes are, but the shoes thing has been going on for way longer. In terms of like being horribly fucked up, because like companies would release a specific model of shoe in like 30 boxes of it, and you'd have to go to like brokers to get it, and like it's like the companies have fed into it way more for much longer with shoes. But like specifically for cards, it's like that's a physical thing, and there's like none of that anymore. You're not allowed to have physical objects anymore.
That's a good point.
So it feels like a really depressing state of the world where like when I was a kid, you could just go to the store and get like a pack of Pokemon cards for $7 and just a blind pack of Pokemon cards. Or you could go when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, that was the more like competitive one. Whenever I was a kid, at least. And probably still now, honestly. But like with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they would sell like starter packs that were guaranteed to have like certain cards in them that would be good for actually playing the game, whereas Pokemon would be like more blind box, blind bag style. And they were just cheap little things that you'd get if you were into that, and you could get someone as a pack as a gift if they were into that. And they were just little toys. They're just little toys that you could have.
Yeah.
And that doesn't exist anymore. Everything is like Fortnite skin. Everything is like the most fucked up version of the world we live in. Like thing of that. Yeah. So you can't just have like a little thing like that. So now, because we're also starved for just anything that's physical that we can have, like think about, I used to get my dad a movie for Christmas. I'd buy him a DVD, or when Blu-ray happened, I'd buy him a Blu-ray. You can't do that anymore. Nothing comes out on. I mean, stuff does come out on Blu-ray, but my dad doesn't watch Blu-ray. Yeah. He watches fucking Netflix and Peacock or whatever.
You can buy Blu-rays, and boy, did I spend some Christmas money on Blu-rays. Speaking of physical media,
I am a very, again, big supporter of physical media, but like. It's like vinyl records are right now. Blu-rays is like, okay, you get the Blu-ray and the only option you have is like the $40 version of the Blu-ray that comes with the 4K UHD and regular Blu-ray combo disc, and like all the and it comes in a steel book, and like the stuff is cool and all. But what if I want Ice Age and Ice Age 2? I'm not paying for all that shit for like two movies that I just kind of want to have on physical that I don't like all that much. Sorry to Ice Age and Ice Age 2. I don't think they're all that good.
If you want those, you can go to like a Goodwill.
Oh sure, no, that's what I mean. I understand, but I'm saying like there used to be that it didn't really matter when a movie had come out. If it was popular at all, the store would have it.
Yeah, I mean it used to be like basically every movie.
Walmart would have it, and like Entertainment or whatever kind of store, whatever, would have everything always.
Entertainment
and
FYE, yeah.
Tower Records.
Oh yeah.
Same goodie.
So like the thing is, like I didn't know what to get my dad for Christmas, so I got him like an inverter for his truck so he could plug in his work battery
upside down.
So I love physical media. I love physical things. It's probably why I got into cards, because I was like, these are physical things that I can touch and own and collect. So what other thing I bought is I go to a website called Groove, which is Warner Brothers Blu-ray, like direct to customer sales. And they had on sale these sets that I had my eyes on. They have the Warner Brothers Blu-ray. This is the 100 Years of Warner Brothers, Volume 2, Comedies, Dramas, and Musicals. I got Volume 1, which hasn't arrived yet. That's the award winners. And this is Volume 4, which is thrillers, sci-fi, and horror. And 3 is action movies. And that one wasn't on sale, so I didn't buy it. And I already own most of those Blu-rays anyway, so I was like, I still kind of want it, though, because this is the type of shit that's good. Like, I'm going to crack open the musicals one. Like, this is like a full, like, set where the movies are in like this huge. There's a, what do you call it? A little cloth thing to pull out the insert. So you got this huge booklet with all the Blu-rays. There's like a big, like, little like guidebook about every one of the movies and some posters and stuff. Like, it's cool, and it comes with some collectible pins. Like, this is the type of shit that I like movies that are like, you know, box sets that are meant for like collecting and shit. So very happy about that. So I got those. Whether or not I rip those to my Plex server, I don't know. We'll see. I probably will, but I've got 75 Blu-rays to go through now because they're 25 and I bought 3 sets because they were on sale for $60 a piece.
That's awesome.
Down from like 120 or whatever they originally were. So I was like,
There's
that's like
really,
$250 a movie.
Yeah, there's really big set of all the Godzilla movies in a huge like book like that that's got like art specific for it that Ewan has, and she showed it to me. I'm thinking about buying that for myself.
So Criterion put out a Wes Anderson collection of all the Wes Anderson films in this cool little briefcase, very Wes Anderson-y packaging, and I was like, oh man, it's like $200 though. I was like, nah. If it's ever on clearance for like 100, I might buy it. But I also own all those on Blu-ray already, so it's like, do I need it? No. So
yeah, all the Godzilla movies I've seen every Godzilla movie, but a lot of them have just been like 240p archive.org copies or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm doing my part with physical media. I don't know. Did you watch? Oh shit! What was that horror movie that the guy who did Mr. Robot direct, Sam Ismail? That came out last year or 2 years ago. Leave the World Behind. That film.
No.
That movie reminded me a lot of Spanky because Julia Roberts' character is Spanky. Like the most misandrist person you can imagine. She hates everyone and everything. And I was like, oh, this is Spanky.
Misandrist means you specifically hate men, and I'm not going to deny, but misandrist.
What would be the term for everyone?
Misanthropic.
Oh, misanthropic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you call me misandrist, and I'm an equal opportunity human hater. I don't care about.
Anyway, she's an incredible misanthrope. But the funny part of that movie is basically like the power goes out everywhere, like everything shuts down. It's kind of like a apocalypse type movie, basically.
Yeah.
But they go to this house that there's like a bunker, and I guess this has been long enough that I can spoil the ending of the movie, but one of the kids is like an iPad kid who's watching like Friends on iPad, like the whole movie. And they get to the bunker and they have just rows and rows of DVDs and Blu-rays. And she pulls out the Friends DVD box set and like puts in one of the discs, and that's how the movie ends. And I'm like, hell yeah, physical media, baby. That's awesome. It's so awesome because it's just like such a like physical media will survive the apocalypse, whereas all this streaming shit, which is funny because the movie came out on Netflix too. So
yeah,
but anyway, so yeah, it's just been kind of insane. I love my parents now. I help them move.
You didn't before, but after this Christmas.
No. I love now that they've moved and now they're starting to bitch about how streaming services suck and they can't get anything on anything anymore. It's like, yep. Yeah. That's right. You can't watch anything anymore because it's on a streaming service you don't know. Particularly, they were mad that the Packers game was on Peacock. So
yeah. Me and my mom had basically decided
my dad was upset about that.
Not just to pretend that we live in a world that has physical media. And so we go to flea markets and we just look through like entire shelves of CDs and tapes and stuff and just pretend like this is how you have to buy music. And we'll look through entire shelves of movies, like just pretend that that's what it was like, because it is a joyful experience to look through these things. And it's like, I bought a Samantha Fox tape the other day. Samantha Fox is not a particularly good musician, but I had her tape that I got for like 99 cents when I was a kid, and I liked that. I got rid of it obviously at a yard sale decades ago, but I found it and I bought that for $1. And it's funny that I spent more for the used shitty version of the flea market than I did originally when I got it for $1 at the store. But and like I know that I could just say, you know, Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music or whatever, just to play that song and they'll have it. But just like to know that I have a totem, an artifact of like a song that I like, that's good to me. So that's fun. One of my purchases that I did at the flea market while I was there was I found it was a Sony like hi-fi tape player for $14, and I inspected it, and here's the thing. So it's basically never been touched. I looked at the tape heads. There's like no rub marks on them at all. So I kind of think that it's never been used. And part of the reason I think it's never been used is that it has no inputs and outputs on the back. It just has one labeled system control. So it was sold as a multi hi-fi set with a CD player and a amp that came with it. But the only thing that existed at the flea market was the tape deck. So I imagine what happened is someone wanted a hi-fi in 1992 when this thing was manufactured. Quickly decided they didn't give a shit about tapes anymore and just removed that from, because you can remove it. It's not required to be in the stack for the rest of it to work, and just removed that and put it in the closet. And then later it got put into the flea market by their kids after they died, or if they were like cleaning out their closets or whatever. So it's basically never been touched. And I looked inside of it, and of course the rubber belts have turned to mush, but also they were still intact, like they hadn't split, which I've never seen before. Every time I see a tape player where the belts have turned to rubber, they're always like strands of it hanging off of the flywheel and stuff. These had not moved. They were fully in belt shape, just made of goo instead of belt. So I don't even know if it's ever been turned on before, like actually ran a tape through it before. So that to me was an awesome find. Unfortunately, it does mean that I have to get out my multimeter and fucking run the traces of the board myself to figure out how to wire it up so that I can get the audio line in and line out from it in order to actually hook it up to my hi-fi. But I'm very excited for it because it's a mid-tier one. Like, you know, it's one of the ones with two tape
nice dual
decks in it. So it's a dubbing deck, but like it's kind of a like good and bad thing. One, I can Bluetooth anything to it and make it into a tape, which is fun to me. So that's a good thing. The bad thing is that they do have a little bit worse like transfer mechanisms in them, just because there's two of them in there, and for cost cutting reasons, a lot of it's more plasticky and a little bit more flutter to them. But in general, I'm very excited about that flea market purchase. So that's like one of my favorite things I did this Christmas was I spent 2 entire hours inside of a huge flea market, and I came out with a CD of Seal. I believe the first 3 albums that Seal put out were all self-titled albums. Nice. But it's the third one, the one with Kiss from a Rose on it, which is an album that I always wanted because I had the soundtrack CD to Batman Forever. And that was on that CD, but I didn't have any more Seal music, and I've always liked Seal, so that was like a bucket list item check off there for me.
Yeah, I love going to like Goodwills and stuff and just looking at their CDs because they charge like $1 a CD or something, maybe $2 a CD. Like, damn, you can get a lot of good stuff. And make a collection, and so I love going to flea markets for stuff like that. Yeah, that's fun. That's the world we live in. Has
Matt done a prediction yet, or have we?
TJ hasn't done his yet.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've had mine,
but TJ's gonna go first.
Yeah, I've had my prediction in the tank for a while, and then we went to drink, and then went to all of this in between.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Well, Spanky is saying that to stall for the boss mini boss he's fighting in Mega Man 3.
I know.
But he's also saying it to remind Matt that Matt has to make a prediction after TJ's done talking.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide like how.
My prediction was also the PlayStation portable. They'll make a new portable.
Yeah,
that's my other prediction.
I mean, all of my predictions in the back of my head are definitely doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Also. Episode title is obviously
Epstein just a second ago. So
yeah, 100%. Episode title is obviously made of goo instead of belt, but
Give Q instead of belt. Every time I get a fucking episode title, it's like proof that most of what I say is the dumbest shit you ever heard.
But no, I will go a bit. I mean, still a little doominess, but mostly in the capitalist sense. So last year, Nintendo
kind of Doom. I thought they had a monopoly on Doom at this point.
That's fair. Microsoft owns Doom now.
But I believe that in both sense of the
But no, last year Nintendo announced that with all these things like with RAM and parts and all this stuff that their Nintendo Switch 1 prices are going up, which they already have, I think.
Yep.
Or at least they're about to. And they said they're not going to touch the price of the Nintendo Switch 2. No,
because it was already set to tariff prices, and they're probably just keeping those tariff prices for the RAM.
That being said,
you think it's going to go up?
I think it's going up. My prediction is Switch 2 prices are going to go up.
What do you think?
Likely by August.
I mean, like price. What's the price?
So the non-bundles are $450. They're going to go up to $480. And if we ever get a bundle again, instead of it being $500, it's going to be $550.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nintendo's the one putting out $80 games, so I guess it makes sense.
That's true.
Man, can we talk about Mario Kart World being mid as fuck? Sorry.
I've not played it, obviously, because I don't have a Switch 2. But the thing to me is that with the Switch, they didn't even make a new Mario Kart. They just made the one on Wii U have 4 new cups, which is sort of a new Mario Kart.
No, that's not what they did.
Yeah.
The one on the Wii U had 4 new cups as
cups.
DLC.
Yeah, I bought all of them.
Yeah, the one on Switch had that DLC as
included
base tracks, and then added DLC
more.
of what was it? 12 new cups.
Yeah.
12. I knew that there was originally DLC, and I knew that there was DLC for MK8 too.
They just added more DLC.
Yeah.
Which Mario Kart 8 as a Mario Kart game fucking rules.
It's
like
so
it's
good.
Just super good. And it's weird though, of course, that Mario Kart World was like, let's change the formula, let's change what Mario Kart is in some way. And I feel like that approach works for a lot of games, especially like spin-off games, but Mario Kart was so perfected. It's like, I don't know what they're going to do with Smash Bros, except for maybe go the brawl route and add like a single player campaign, like story campaign to it, which I think would be cool, because I really like the Subspace Emissary and Brawl.
I think the big thing is, I don't think Sakurai wants to make another Smash game.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to be involved in it. I think Ultimate is his magnum opus, and with how much work he put into it, yes, his entire team, but him specifically, because he did oversee a shit ton of stuff. I don't think he wants to do
I
another.
look as good as Masahiro Sakurai does when I'm 35.
Yeah.
That man's only 35?
53. I think he's 53.
Okay. I was like, God, does he not look... Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
that
he
man...
looks 28 years old, and that man is halfway to the grave.
Yeah. So that's your prediction. The price is going to go up on the Switch. And any other predictions? Sorry, you said you had doom and gloom.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go over them.
Okay.
Because the last thing I want is for that shit to come true.
I see. Well, the thing is,
then it'll be your fault. You'll have spoken evil into existence.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I might as well do it.
All right.
Now that I've described it as evil, TJ's like, "Fuck yeah, let's go."
Let's do it. 2026 is going to be the start of another intercontinental war.
I don't think so.
Define war.
World War.
He's saying we're going to have a new world war.
Is it a war? Is it more like special international operation?
It's a special. It's a world special operation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say
these broccoli-headed Zoomers gotta get they gotta get thinned out. So that's fine.
We
listen to your Andrew Tate podcast in the fucking bunker. Like,
Congress does not
you voted
for us to see what happens.
With this war.
Are you past draft age? Then yeah.
Yeah, I'm also the last of my family because I'm not gonna have kids.
Yeah.
Last of your line.
Wait, you have 2 kids that are going to outlive you.
Yeah. So
What?
Your cats can outlive
They can't draft cats.
yeah, that's
Cats
true.
Are not
As far
going
as
to
I know.
outlive me. There's no way. I mean, if they do, that will be fucking annoying as hell.
For whoever
Having
has
to
to
take care
deal
of
with it.
a bazillion-year-old cat.
It's going to be a coup in your house. The cats are going to win.
Oh shit.
No. I suppose that all that it takes to outlive me is to kill me. So you're
Fair
right.
enough.
Yep.
You're right. Actually, I was thinking of it more as sweet, like I grow old with my cats, and you were thinking of it as like a murder situation,
100%.
a regime change.
Just, you know, until we
Spanky's in the
figure
back
things
of the
out.
helicopter, eyes blacked up. Mike sitting in the front seat.
Yeah.
May's in the co-pilot seat, taking you to the
Oh.
Hague.
Fortunate Son's playing for some reason.
The anti-war song "Fortunate Son" is playing. Man, honestly, I think the most disappointing thing is that the FIFA Peace Prize meant nothing.
Yeah,
Oh my
no.
God.
Did you know literally 100% of the winners of that have invaded countries and started wars?
Oh, I mean, it's FIFA, you know. That's what they
I
do.
can't believe FIFA would do something sort of morally not great.
Wait, is it really FIFA? I thought it was just called that because it looks like the FIFA.
No,
FIFA
no, it was
trophy.
FIFA.
No,
it's
really
presented by
FIFA.
FIFA.
Oh yeah, of course.
That is really funny.
It's the award
Like,
that they give to
obviously terrifying,
dictators
but
so
it's
that
also
they
very funny.
have the World Cup there.
I mean, keep in
Yeah,
mind
it's like
how
something
bad
you do for a stupid child.
I mean, how bad do you have to be as an organization for EA to be like, yeah, we don't feel like working with you anymore, so we're no longer going to call our
Yeah,
soccer
EA.
games that. That was
I didn't
years
know that
ago.
happened. That's funny.
Yeah, it's
They're
not
just
FIFA
called
anymore. It's
EA
it's
Sports
EA or
Soccer Club or something.
FC.
Yeah,
FC Football
Yeah.
Club.
It's
Yeah.
FAFO.
yeah.
fuck around.
FIFA FAFO. There's the episode title right there. FIFA FAFO. All right. So that's predictions. Okay. So you're saying World War III. Okay.
Wait, can we
Yeah.
change it to the FAFO World Peace Prize?
Yeah.
No, because that sounds really cool, and I want it.
All right. What about your prediction, Matt?
I'm gonna go with 2 predictions.
Okay.
My first one is kind of a safe one, I feel,
Okay.
and that is we will not, in the year of our Lord 2026, get Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fair.
think so.
That's
What, do you want to
that's
be
my
bolder?
safety.
Do you want to? Do you want? Because I don't think that's bold enough.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? How about
agree.
how about we can get you down for? We're not going to even get gameplay footage in 2026. Do you think
Well,
that?
I'm not gonna do that because
Oh.
my second prediction is bolder.
Okay, good.
So
good,
that's,
all
I'm
right.
keeping
Fair
that
enough.
one as
That's
a
the
fallback.
easy one.
That's my safety score.
My AI bubble not popping was my easy one.
Yeah.
Fair.
My other prediction is that DraftKings will release an app targeted at children.
Draft kitties.
Yeah.
Wait,
Draft
isn't
kid.
wait, isn't that what the World War is going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, Draft Kids.
Okay, so just
Draft
speaking
Kids Sportsbook.
speaking speaking of horrendous gambling, did you see that? So the I forget the name of the market, the prediction market app. For
I know what you're talking about.
for
What the fuck?
so
For
somebody
everything?
somebody placed like a $10,000 bet or something that Nicolas Maduro would be knocked out of power on the day that it happens, like hours
yeah.
before it happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Exact-
so
that's
we're
happened
we're quite literally
things.
predicting war crimes. Like this is amazing.
Oh, that's
We're
great.
gambling on World War III. Like, do you think what would the prediction market been for Franz Ferdinand? You know, in that parade, the guy
I love
puts
that
a bet in the bookie before
Honestly,
he
it would have been
pulls the-
really low because like they fucking screwed up so many times.
Yeah, they did.
Times trying to shoot that guy, and he just randomly drove by a sandwich shop the guy who shot him was eating at later.
Yeah, I guess we
Okay.
fucked up and we're not doing this. I'm going to go have
I
a
was-
sandwich.
I was looking up because it was going to bother me if I didn't figure out what it was called. Kalshi. Kalshi's the name of
Kalshi's
that
the one.
app.
Well, there's not-
Is
what's
that the one where you just bet on everything?
Yes. So those are honestly probably the most nightmare capitalism thing that you can exist. It's just no. Somebody had posted, we're insider trading regime changes now, is what's happening.
Yeah.
like this is the world we live in. Capitalism is a fucking disease. Like the fact that this exists is just the end stage of capitalism. It's a nightmare.
I was talking to somebody the other day about how like Francis Fukuyama gets a lot of flack for being a dumbass, and like deservedly so. He is a dumbass. But like he's the guy who wrote the essay and then later book in the early 90s that the end of history was the essay, and then the end of history and the last man it was about 4 or 5 years later about the end of the Cold War. Sure. And how basically the world had decided that like the natural progression of human societies are to be organized in the form of liberal capitalism. And so like now that has been exported to like a lot of the Eastern worlds, and even like the countries that are nominally not capitalist are still definitely super capitalist because of just how much of like all of society has been exported and dominated by liberal capitalism. And he wrote that though as a good thing, as like, and now we can have peace and no wars and everything's good now because of that. And I think he was right, but in a monkey paw finger curl sort of way, in that he was right, but because it just blows up the rest of society. Like no society is allowed to exist because that's the last one. Everything is always you're always pre-apocalypse and you're always post-apocalypse. Was it
one of those ghouls, like not Zuckerberg, but one of the other like finance ghouls was like, hey, we gotta like slow this down a bit. Like, we got like, what was it? We need bread and circuses. Like, we're not bread's too expensive now. Like, we need to do something about that because we're gonna lose the fucking population. Like, we're gonna have, because it's getting ridiculous.
What happens when you
there.
have no one left to sell to?
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I don't know.
We just need a good world war to clear out the ranks.
Yeah.
Blow shit
so
up.
I'm looking around on Kalshi as much as I shouldn't be right now. So I've got up the market.
The worst thing you found?
Well, I'm kind of in more normal things right now, but I do have GTA release date as a market here.
Okay.
Some of the markets that have already lost are the before July 2024, before 2025, before July 2025, all the way up to before 2026. So the current markets you could vote on are before February 2026, you can only vote yes. They're not allowing any votes for no on that. There is the market of before June 2026, where you can vote yes or no. Before August 2026, vote yes or no, or before 2027, yes or no, with that one being a 76% chance right now. There's currently $1.488 million of money in this pool.
You want to make some good money though. We've got maybe this should be a podcast fucking segment here. Jesus. So I'm on Kalshi Science and Technology. 10% chance right now that the US will confirm that aliens exist before the end of 2020 or before the end of 2026. So if you want to make $11 by putting $100 down, this sure bet, you can do it.
Yep.
Nice.
And here's the thing. You don't even have to wait for the outcome. You can buy or sell your shares.
Yeah.
Because it's a market.
Yeah.
Everything is awful.
Oh, you know what else? The other thing that is amazing, I completely fucking forgot about because I like shitting on OpenAI, is I forgot Johnny Ives making an AI wearable for them.
Yeah, I have long said that, like, as someone who's used Apple computers for many decades, Joni Ive lost his fucking mind, and despite designing nice-looking things, was absolutely the fucking reason Apple kept making weird-ass shit decisions with all of its hardware. Because the moment that guy left, they were like, and we're putting the SD card back on the MacBook Pro because everyone who buys one of those uses them for their camera, which uses fucking SD cards. So, like, that was a dumbass Joni Ive decision. We're adding more ports to it. It's like just undoing all of the shit Joni Ive had done. And so that made me realize that like Joni Ive worked on the first iMac, the beautiful CRT like beautiful multicolored transparent plastic iMacs, and also on the iMac that succeeded it, which I also like, which is the desk lamp ones. And then after that has not had a single good fucking idea in his entire life. So it's very funny to me that that guy is the one. He's gonna make a fucking anodized aluminum wearable that's like really uncomfortable and heavy, and it's not gonna have a charging port. You're just gonna have to like pray to the gods or something to charge it. I don't know.
So the funny thing about that AI wearable is it's going to be a fucking just piece of shit. Like no one, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like because the only thing that an AI wearable would ever be useful for would be earbuds or glasses, and they're not going to do that because
every
they've got to be different.
Wearable I've seen has just been like an interface between a microphone and like ChatGPT.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Which
it doesn't actually do anything.
Which is why it doesn't need to exist as a separate wearable. What it's going to be is the future of AI wearables is going to be your fucking Apple EarPods 3 do live translation using AI. Like that's what the only thing that will be useful, because one of the things that AI is useful for is quick translations, whether or not they're super accurate, whatever. But if you're traveling,
one of my favorite things, like, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
But to like speak on your point here is that Apple recently like fired their AI chief, and they've released their new plans for their AI, and it's literally just to not use the 10 bajillion bazillion parameter ones that burn down the ocean. Still, obviously, none of their fucking shit needs to exist, and I think it's dumb that they are going forward with it all. But I feel like at this point, it's sunk cost. They're just going with on-device like 800,000 parameter AI, which is literally what they already had with the onboard Siri stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's the thing is that these models just cost way too much.
People would actually use it for, like live translation and transcription and stuff, is perfectly doable with that without having to roast the planet or require a fiber internet connection at all times to handle all the API calls.
Yeah, I mean it's just ridiculous because the large language models are really good at one thing, like large language, parsing lots of language. So that's all they could ever do really well.
Predictive text has got, but predictive text. I don't think they were GPTs, but they were a type of transformer model. But like, were that and were fine. And like, I had one on my BlackBerry, like Curve in 2009.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously you don't need the infinite data warehouses with nuclear reactors powering them just to have that. And that's one of the only things it's good for. My BlackBerry could do it on airplane mode, and that was 20 years ago. I'm sure that my iPhone can do it on airplane mode now, and it will be fine.
Yeah, because it's they've trained it on the giant model, and then you just give it the smaller parameters of shit you actually need to use, like English language and other language packs that you might actually want to translate to, and you'll have a basic translation tool. Like it's so ludicrous how terrible. I mean, that's why the bubble will pop eventually, but I think that there's still a year of people gassing up the economy over it.
No, you don't understand. All they have to do is keep adding more parameters and like duct tape more and more models together, and
put
then
more
eventually
nuclear
it'll turn
reactors
into
together.
something. Yeah.
Well, like, so it's really interesting. I watched a really cool, and if you have never been on it, you should check it out. But so DEF CON happened just a couple months ago, and they have a YouTube channel that has like all their talks. And there's a really good one about how horrendous the security is in AI models, and just it's baked in. And it was explaining how, so you have companies starting to use AI models for searching data sets and whatnot. Like one of the things that I see all the time people saying Copilot should be used for is like create a customer portal for answering questions about something. And the problem with it is that it's because it's a stupid computer that is just basically supercharged auto predict, text prediction. That so they were like, we put all this information in of all these, customer database or whatever in this, a fake data or whatever. And they're like, told it, you cannot give out customer information over chat. And they broke it in 20 attempts. And what they did was they asked it 20 times in a row, and eventually it just gave it to them. Because it's a predictive model. So you give it a rule, but rules are just, rules, to it. So eventually it'll just break down and do it. Because it's not how it works. Like it's predictive text. It's probabilistic. It isn't something that can do black and white things. So so eventually it just gave out the social security number of some random person, that they had put in there. It's like, this is just a nightmare. You could never use this like the way that it's designed for all of these applications, because it will never be secure. It is so infinitely hackable. It's funny
they're
because
just gonna keep shoving it and stuff.
It's funny because like hackers are use social engineering. What if we made it so that computers can be socially engineered, which is the easiest way to hack? It's like, this is horrible. But it also makes it really easy for people that are good at hacking to do lots of hilarious shit to very bad people that use these things. So. Some of that is quite fun, so I really appreciated that. But it's interesting talk, but it's only going to get worse. The AI bubble will not pop this year because we still have yet for OpenAI's IPO to happen, and it'll blow up. And it's just going to be like Tesla. It's going to blow up, and then reality will happen, and their stock will continue to decline as competitors that are way better put together, like Meta, who somehow has all of the money in the world, probably because they run ads like Google, so they have infinite ad revenue. And Microsoft has just infinite business customers, so they can afford to churn forever. But OpenAI is the one funded by not giant mega corporations, so it will fuck. They will be the one that falls, definitely. Whereas I think Claude's safer because they aren't pushing as hard.
I want one of the giant mega corporation ones to fall so hard that it takes down the whole thing. Like,
it could happen.
AI took
Meta's
down
really
all of Meta. Yeah. That would be the most hilarious thing to me.
Meta's trying, man. They spent how much on VR multiverse? Billions for the like 200 people that use their Meta world.
And they were all employees of Facebook who were required by their contract to use it a certain amount of day.
Yeah, it's interesting because like they've done that, and now they're doing AI stuff.
I wonder how many of those Meta glasses they're selling and how much they're spending on trying to sell them.
Yeah, I mean, those things are like really bad. I like the idea of camera glasses, but I would never. Well, I only like them in the fact that
I like the idea of
I'm already wearing a camera
glasses, but
I would never ever want Meta have access to video that I'm recording. Why would you ever want that? If it was like a fully private like camera that I would just have to do cool like GoPro videos for myself, sure.
You don't want to put
but I would
Meta
never
literally
want that.
between your eyeballs and the world at all times.
No.
I also don't like it because I think that in like public surveillance is a fucking nightmare, and I don't want that to proliferate anymore.
It's too late, Spanky. You're on 1,000 fucking dash cams every day. You're on 18 ring cameras.
But here's the thing, John. I can punch the people wearing these things, and they're very weak pieces of technology that I can easily fucking break. I can't just rip the Ring doorbells off of every single house, and well, I might, but I can't physically do it. But like the thing is that a Ring doorbell, a dash cam, these things are like things that have uses other than like just surveillance shit, right? But like if someone's wearing
that's literally what they're only used for is surveillance.
No. What I mean is like a dash cam can be used if you have like a accident and you need to like provide that for your insurance in order to get payout because your insurance won't pay out without, or like they're disputing who's at fault, or like there are like nominally justifications for these things to exist. Sure. I don't like them. I think they're stupid. But like a video doorbell to see who's at your door isn't inherently an awful idea. It's that the ones that there are all hooked up to the cops specifically.
Yeah.
Like CCTV, I'm not that like chuffed about. But like if someone is running around with a camera that makes me suspicious. Like that's like the guy, the YouTuber who got shot at the mall, and I'm like always on the side of the guy who shot that YouTuber.
Oh boy,
like,
but like
them.
I mean, okay, we don't have people with cameras. Derek Chauvin walks free. You know, like you need to have cameras to fight the bad people having cameras. That's why people with dash cams exist.
Everyone
because
has
they don't
a phone already. Everyone has a phone already. And I can tell when someone's got the camera out and they're pointing it at me and they're obviously recording and they're holding it in a way that's recording. If it's just someone who looks like they're wearing glasses, that is an escalation of the surveillance nightmare that we live in. I
just don't agree. I think it's already too bad. You're probably on a camera right now. You are on a camera right now.
You are, yeah.
But it's not being broadcast.
We're all on
It's
at
my
least one
camera, and
camera.
I'm choosing to I don't. I feel like I'm not gonna give up on like my position that that's a fucked up thing to do. Like it's
I'm
just
what I'm just saying is I don't think people
without exception who indulges that even a little bit is a stupid pervert who needs punched in the fucking head. And there's not an exception to that.
I just don't think that glasses are a step far enough past what we already have. People already have cameras everywhere on their pockets. Johnny Ive is going to put a video ChatGPT wearable on everyone's lapel.
There is literally no fucking difference at all. 0% difference. And I am recording you. You are live on Twitch right now to my audience who is currently looking you up to dox you. And I'm just wearing my glasses out. There is no difference in those situations when you're out in public. There is no difference because the glasses are just fucking glasses. They're just sitting on someone's face. If someone's got their phone out and they're like doing this shit, I know that they're trying to record me. I'm going to grab it and fucking break it. But if they're just having glasses, now they have opted me out of knowing when they are in recording mode, when they are in streaming mode. That is the escalation that's going on with glasses.
I feel like you'll be able to recognize them based on.
They're not, like if they have a camera out, I can see they have a camera out. But hiding it, making it in the background, and now I'm just have to be suspicious of everyone who looks like they're wearing glasses that might be those meta ones. That's a fucked up thing to have to do now. That is a fucked up thing in public life to have to do now. And I don't like it. I think it's fucked up.
I'm not denying that it's fucked up, but I'm just saying, dude, we're past that, man. All of these AI wearables are going to have cameras.
We live in Madison, Wisconsin, which is not a scary place to walk around. I live in a place where people have guns, and they could just fucking kill me because their fucking glasses told them I'm an SJW. Is a fucking scary thing.
Yeah. It is.
I have gotten into an altercation at Taco Bell before because I went through the mobile pickup order line and the guy got out and started punching my fucking window because he thought I cut in front of him. And I said, "Oh, this is the mobile order lane. Do you have a mobile order?" And he fucking didn't, so he went back to his truck. But he had a gun in his truck. He might have been on enough drugs that day to just kill me. I have to think about this shit whenever I'm fucking out in public, just existing. And if I got put on some Kiwi Farms ass goddamn list and their glasses are doxing me while I'm just in Menards or whatever, I have to worry about if someone's just going to decide to fucking be a patriot and save the planet by fucking like citizens arresting me there in Menards. And that fucking scares me.
I know. It's terrible, but I'm just saying the fucking cat's out of the bag at this point. It's over. All of these AI companies, the next thing is going to be wearables. That's my other prediction. And they're all going to have microphones and cameras that are always on. So whether it be glasses, whether it be Johnny Ive's bullshit heavy
I guarantee
thing.
You in that future, though, I will be in jail at least once for having broken somebody's dumbass thing.
They won't let you have those in jail, though. So there you go.
Matt?
Shit, that's like the way around it, isn't it?
Yeah,
I just had to live in the real Panopticon instead of the one in my mind.
No, I think
it's the devil, you know.
Yeah.
Matt, you asked me what was the most fucked up thing I found on Kalshi, and I found it.
Okay, awesome.
Oh boy.
We no longer need the CDC because there's a market on how many measles cases there will be this year.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh boy. A market on how many easily preventable child deaths are just going to be.
Yep, exactly.
They're not going to die. They're just going to, well, some of them will die, but they're mostly just going to like have a severe illness they didn't otherwise have that could lead the development of other like lifelong things like asthma.
So yeah, there's currently 11 different markets on number of measles cases this year, ranging from anywhere from above 500 you could vote yes or no, all the way up to above 10,000 you can vote yes or no. And it seems like the most, well, as of right now, you have to spend 64 cents to vote yes, there will be more than 2,000 cases for any share of that. And then it's 39 cents per share for no for case. But the market will change. So
I'll have to Google that and place some bets after we're done here. Seems
exactly.
Like a fairly easy one to win.
Yeah. We've got sorry, I also opened up the Kalshi video game prediction, so we got this.
Oh God.
All right, Spanky.
Yep. What are my odds?
GTA 6 release date, according to Kalshi, which has $1.5 million in this.
I talked about that one earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you did. So before August 2026, 4%. Before 2027, 76%. Yep. So right now, that's 80% odds to release in 2026. Price.
I have to put some money down.
Price of GTA 6 on PS5.
Yep.
More than 70, more than 80.
Those are the two different markets. So you can vote yes or no for. You can bet yes or no. Oh, sorry, invest yes or no on either one of those.
Yeah. So more than 60, 95%. More than 70, 67%. More than 80, 34%. I think that game will be $80. I think
it's going to be $80. Yeah, I think base game will be 80
for sure. All right.
There will be a $160 version that's not a collector's edition. It just comes with a bunch of in-game currency for whatever multiplayer mode they build.
Will Half-Life 3 release in 2026?
That is as close to a sure thing bet as I've heard so far.
It is 57% chance releasing in 2026. So not too
other
much.
markets for which games will release this year. The Final Fantasy VII Remake number 3, which is currently at a 19% saying yes. Super Mario Galaxy 3 is listed as a 16% yes.
As a movie tie-in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably not. Elder Scrolls 6. 10% chance of being released this year.
Yeah, the market for yes is currently at 10.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
This one's
the market.
This one's currently Spanky will be interested in this one. What songs will be on the GTA 6 radio at launch? Despacito. 62% chance. The Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, 60%.
Fucker. Yep.
Anyway.
I hate that song because I really like one of the synths that they use in it, and it's the rest of it is fucking terrible.
Yep.
Anyway.
Is there a market for Fallout New Vegas remaster?
I don't see that in here, so maybe you could start that,
That's what I want, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know.
I kind of don't want it unless Black Isle is allowed to do it, because I don't want Bethesda deciding what changes Fallout New Vegas needs, because they're bad at making Fallout games.
So last year there was a market. Will Fallout 3 remaster be announced this year? But only $5,000 of investments were put into it. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah, three.
The best part of Fallout 3 is the fact that you can go into that first town, say hi to everyone, and then just blow everyone up.
Yeah.
Fallout 3, you can definitely make your own fun in it, and I absolutely have. I've played shitloads of hours of Fallout 3, even though I don't think it's very good. But you can have so much fun in it just by making your own fun. Yeah. I don't think the game gives you much, but I do think there's a lot. It's so open, you can just like you said, you can just be like, "Hi everyone, now I'm blowing you up. I'm blowing you up now," and I think that's a good thing. I like it when games give you even if I don't enjoy the story or a lot of the mechanics of it, but I do like that it just gives me enough freedom to be like, I'm going to be the new Tim Penny at Tenpenny Tower and just walk around in his clothes that I stole from him while he walks around naked because I fucking just cheated his clothes off and onto me. And like I've named my character Tenpenny, so I just walk around following. Like there's enough like stupid shit you can do and make your own fun that it would be fun. But I don't know. Like I'm playing the Oblivion remaster right now, and I kind of feel like those games need to look ugly as shit. Like part of the charm of them is how fucking disgusting they look.
Mm-hmm.
All
right.
Just looking up the Oblivion remaster right now.
It's good.
I
What's
assume
funny
it's still at full price, like forever. Oh, it's 33% off.
I would say I got it on
Interesting.
sale on I think I got it on 50% off on PlayStation.
Yeah, I really want to play it, but also like I have other games, so like
And you already have Oblivion,
I can-
don't you?
yeah. I
I
can
kind
wait
of do think
until
you should play
it
the
eventually
ugly
gets cheaper.
Oblivion before being allowed to play the pretty looking one. Like there's like it does because it stops being striking how they made that ugly alien people game look so good. If you've never played the ugly alien people version of the game. And I feel like there's a lot of it that is still charming, even though it looks
I
ugly
mean, there's
as
an
shit.
entire TikTok
yeah,
account
I've never-
dedicated to Oblivion NPCs doing insane shit. It's
I've
fucking
never
so good.
played through the original Oblivion, but I have seen a full playthrough like several times.
God, it's
So
such a good
I
game.
do have an appreciation for the janky potato face monsters.
My favorite part of
Yeah.
that game is the Thieves Guild. Like, spoiler. But the way that you join the Thieves Guild is losing the race to get the item out of the building and then just stealing it from the person who beat you. It's so awesome when you do that because you're like, oh, I'll just sneak into their house while they're sleeping and steal it out of their box.
Yeah.
And yep, there it is. I'm now the one who won
if
the
you're good enough, you
competition.
can pickpocket them too. on their way
Yeah.
back.
Actually, last time
Yeah,
I did it in the remaster, I pickpocketed them as they were waiting to turn it in.
Also, I've learned from John that you need to have me teach you how to do the lockpicking minigame because I'm really, really good at it, and apparently a lot of people struggle real hard with it because you like nothing in the game tells you that the way to do it is you have to get real good at double tapping and getting muscle memory for how to double tap the little tumblers that makes you push because it's not.
Are you responding to like an audio signal when you do that, or like
No, it's a visual thing.
you're just watching?
So what it is right now, it's
Oh, God.
what everyone thinks it is at first is you've got a little tumbler and you knock it up, and when it hits the top and stops moving, everyone thinks that's when you press A or X, and that's not. You can unlock some stuff with it, but that's not when you do it. What you do is you wait until you do it, and if you want to do it, you want to get the slow one when it goes up real slow. When it hits the top, you wait. Then as soon as it starts to lower again, that's when you do like a double tap or like up X. You got to have like a certain amount of like milliseconds between it. But because the up speed is what changes, the down speed changes too. But because that speed changes, like you have to do it right at the point when the lockpick will knock it back up, and the least amount of travel that it has to do, because that way no matter if you landed a fast one or a slow one, it's going to hit the top again as you're coming down on X. That's the way you do lockpicking in Oblivion, and I think that there is a book that in the game, like not a tutorial, but a book that you can get in the game that explains that, but the game doesn't tell you how to do it. So everyone thinks you just got to knock it up and hit X when you get to the top. And I've seen this isn't to call out John. I've seen a lot of people think that that's how that lock picking works, and that's never how I've done it. And it's a lot easier.
I feel like lock picking should be complicated like that. Like I don't know. That most of the time, if I'm like replaying Fallout 4 or whatever, the lock picking thing is so easy that I'll just do a mod that'll like
Just auto does it.
change it to a dice roll. So I just click the door and it's a dice roll.
Got it.
So Oblivion has that with the force lock, and it's
And
funny.
if you get the skeleton key, the
the
you can just
skeleton key, and then you just
spam.
spam X, and you've unlocked everything.
Yeah, when I got top of the Thieves Guild in Morrowind, I also had to mod my skeleton key to be permanent, to be inexhaustible, because I thought that kind of reward to be something that gets used up relatively quickly is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daedric artifacts shouldn't just break forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking artifact. It should last forever. It's the whole point. It's lasted how many years, to get to you? Anyway, yeah, so TJ, you said you had something to talk about.
I do have something, and I've got a good segue out of this.
Okay.
Because you've been talking about RPG minigames.
Okay.
Yeah.
As much as I really haven't played much Bethesda, so I don't know how bad lockpicking feels, because I've only played Skyrim VR. That's the extent of thing I've done. But one of my favorites is in the realm of Final Fantasy X, which I'm sure at least all of us have ventured to play or at least know of. So I'm a big fan of Blitzball.
There are dozens of you.
There are dozens of me. But so in Final Fantasy X, there is an underwater sport that takes place in a spherical ball of water that kind of is halfway between soccer, handball, and a bunch of other, team-based sports with goals. But it involves, teams of two that are underwater for 5 minutes at a time, doing heavily athletic things. So it got me to thinking, how long can a human hold their breath underwater, or specifically someone who's trained their entire life to do so?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Those
I'll let you guys...
freedivers can go insane amounts of time. I know that.
Yes, they absolutely can. Okay, my kid over here is giggling, raising her hand, and for some reason she wants to say infinite, because once you get past a certain point, you don't need to breathe.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I agree with
You
your
can
kid.
hold
I
your breath
agree with
for
your kid.
literally the rest of your life.
Actually, you
20,
can't.
okay.
You can't hold your breath until you die, because your body will breathe for you.
That is true.
You'll
Not
pass
if I
out.
tape my mouth shut.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah.
true.
Or what if you heavily sedate yourself?
Then maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Checkmate,
So
liberals.
I will start with letting you guys know that just a typical average human being can hold their breath for 30 to 90 seconds.
Okay.
And you can increase that with practice, taking slow, calm breaths. Let's do Price is Right rules.
No,
What do you
I hate
think
Price
is-
is Right rules.
I'm going
Okay,
last.
fine.
Yeah, I'm going last if we're doing
Okay.
Price is Right rules.
Okay, no Price is Right rules, because I'm not going to randomize the order.
Award points based on vibes.
I'll award points based on vibes.
Yeah.
No, I'll punch this all into Chat GPT. It'll tell me a winner.
Yeah.
No. So, what do you guys think is the record for how long someone has held the breath underwater?
11 minutes.
Okay, so Spanky's got 11.
I'm going to say 22 minutes.
22 for
Okay.
John.
A full episode
I
of network
waited.
television.
I waited till last because I think I heard something fairly recently that was more than 30 minutes. So I'm going to say 35 minutes.
Okay. So John is actually the closest. The world, as of the writing of this article, which this was written in 2023, the article I've got says 24 minutes, 37 seconds.
Okay.
Now, as a heads up, I will say that this Croatian that I've got for 24 minutes,
He's got 4 lungs.
he did juice beforehand.
Oh.
And by juice, he breathed pure oxygen before being immersed. But I think you have to.
Oh, okay.
Before that much being underwater.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you were going to say he did the bike thing of oxygenating his blood externally.
Ooh.
Oh.
Doping is
That's
what
like
that's called.
Doping.
Yeah,
Bike dopers. Yeah.
breath doping.
Yeah, he doped his breath with a bunch of oxygen.
But it makes me think,
that's called a Mentos doping.
Wait, did you say he was breathing pure oxygen?
He
Yeah.
breathed pure oxygen before immersion, yeah.
Doesn't that make you confused and it seems like that would be a bad thing to do before going on a big dive underwater.
I mean, it
I
didn't
think
say
that
how
you'd
long.
be fine with one breath of it if you weren't continuously inhaling it, because your body will absorb it over time. The
Yeah,
one
exactly.
breath.
That makes the most sense
This
to
is
me.
medical advice. Born in the 80s. Okay.
So obviously, if someone's doing a record for this, for just how long immersed, on a single breath,
Yeah.
There's no way that they're going to be doing physical activity. But it kind of makes me think, is it possible that there could be an underwater sport where a team of people could all be able to hold their breath and do athletic stuff, which involves like tackling and whatnot for 5 minutes. So
we need that fluid from the abyss, that like
abyss fluid,
liquid oxygen thing that you can breathe.
Yeah, or the liquid from Evangelion. What was it called? Something fluid?
amniotic fluid, I'm sure.
No, I know, but it had a weird techno name.
Oh.
Cyber fluid.
I lost my gamer card or my anime card because I can't remember the name of the fluid that's in.
Please turn in all
plug.
of your waifu statuettes.
I've only seen the first 6 minutes of
You have
of
to
Ava,
delete,
so
you
I
have
have no
to
clue.
you have to throw your Keurig on the ground, or not your Keurig,
LCL.
your resin printer. You have to destroy your resin printer.
This LCL. What if you could breathe resin printing? Because then you would shit out big-tittied anime goth girls.
I mean, you can breathe it. It's not good for you, but you can.
No, I meant the liquid. Like, immerse yourself in that as the liquid that you breathe.
So
I haven't tested that, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably bad for you.
Yeah.
So there is a group of seafaring nomadic people in Southeast Asia called the Baju.
Okay.
That habitually spend minutes at a time underwater, depths of up to 30 meters, because what they do is they collect their food by free diving.
Yeah.
And there was a research article published in the journal Cell in 2018 that said that the Baju actually have physiological adaptation to help them dive better.
So are they like fishing, or are they like gathering?
No, that's just
like, I'm wondering if they have to chase.
It in a really fucking weird place, and now they have to go. They have to dive to go.
Well, I'm just wondering if they're like have to chase something while they're doing that. Like, what's the level of physical activity?
That's a good question.
They're dodging sharks down there.
Yeah,
fair.
Well, it's just nonstop sharks.
Yeah.
Anytime you enter the ocean.
Hell yeah. Have you ever been? I
Yes.
have. It's fucked up. Sharks everywhere.
Honestly, yeah. Fuck the ocean.
Have you ever swam at a place where like you literally couldn't see the bottom?
I can't swim.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
I mean, I can, but like not like really. I did go to the Lake of the Ozarks, which is kind of famous for people just go there and die because the water is so muddy that if you're like more than 2 inches below the surface, they just won't find you and you'll drown.
Yeah.
And they were like, you have to tread water for 10 minutes in order to prove it to us that you are allowed out on the lake. And I was just like, okay, I've never done that before, but I'll try. And I did. So they let me out on the lake. So I can float and not die, but I don't know that I would ever say that I can swim.
So I just did. Ooh, excuse me. I just did a 12-minute skim of the abstract of the
article.
What is this called? Study. Article.
Journal.
And first of all, they noticed differences in the thyroid hormone and spleen size, but it looks like they're actually doing like underwater spearfishing while free diving.
Okay.
Whoa.
So.
What about
I don't think
underwater
that's gonna
basket weaving?
That seems difficult, but maybe there's something zen about that. I know it's a joke. I'm just.
Yep.
I was being serious. I want to know about the underwater basket weaving.
I'm trying to come up with a underwater catfishing joke, but just nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah, just like catfishes in real life.
Oh.
Was that your science story you wanted to go over?
That is my science story.
Okay.
It's about breathing underwater, not breathing underwater, but holding your breath underwater.
I looked up that article and or just an article about that, and they said that that the record for people that don't do that oxygen thing is 11 minutes. So that like really changes how much you can hold your breath. Holy cow! I guess it just helps get your blood pre-oxygenated. I guess
Wait,
so it's like
I said 11 minutes. That means I win.
yeah, I mean, if it's not one of the
won
cheaters,
in different ways.
in a way, we all won.
You all get a point. You all get a point. So
All right, great.
I'll tally that in your actually
Oh yeah, our,
in your,
our final
actually-
scores.
pools. Yeah.
When are we finally gonna get sci-fi style rebreathers where you just like clip
Yeah.
a thing in your mouth and it's like I know rebreathers exist. I assume they're not as like effective as they are in like Star Wars Jedi.
Well, the thing about a
video games.
rebreather is, like the name, you keep breathing the air that you are breathing, which means that over time it becomes just nitrogen and carbon dioxide.
They
and you
definitely
can't live
have
off of
those
that.
like.
But I want a
mouth-
sci-fi one that doesn't do that. It just
Maybe.
magically converts it back into regular air.
Can I talk about terrible sci-fi stuff?
Yeah.
Please
so,
do.
So you may have heard in that previous segment my Google Home talk to me.
Yes.
So I have various Google services. I have these Google Home speakers that I bought because you can buy them on eBay for like fucking $12 a piece, and they work as fun whole home speakers for things, for how cheap they are. But Google's a surveillance state, so they kind of are a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "Hey, you should upgrade to the new Google Gemini at home, and we'll give you it for a month for free." So I was like, "Why not?" And so what it has done is changed the voice to be this different voice that sounds more natural and less like fucking Microsoft Sam, and it's just as stupid and terrible. It's not good. I don't know why anyone would pay for this. It's so bad. It's like you can't even. Man, so I was like, I was trying to do a thing while I was cooking the holiday dinner, as I was like, can you put a recipe of green bean casserole for me on the Google Home show or whatever fucking screen one that I have in the kitchen? And it was like, okay, and then it started reading like the Campbell's soup can recipe for green bean casserole. I was like, cool, awesome, stop talking because I don't need you to narrate the thing. And they're like, okay. And then the recipe went off the screen and I was like, oh no, I just need you to display the recipe on the screen for me so that I can look at it like you would have like I would have on my show screen thing, because I put it in the kitchen so that I can literally put recipes on it or add things to a shopping list on it, like this is why I have this. And it was like, no, I can't do that. I can't show anything on the screen. I'm like, what the fuck are you for then? This is the dumbest shit. Like, why do these companies think anyone will ever pay for this? It does not work at all. It's just like, now it's just more natural language sounding when it's telling me that it can't do the simple tasks that I'm asking it to do. It's so fucking dumb. This shit is such a boondoggle, and we're burning the rainforests to accomplish this. It's amazing.
See, I want my home assistant to sound like a speak and spell. I don't want any of this new
Agreed, yeah.
natural shit.
I actually like the older voice more than this voice. I think the thing that I hate most about AI, and it's not even just AI, it's honestly just ChatGPT, is the way that it talks like a Zoomer. Like it really tries to talk like, hello, fellow kids. Like it's like, all right, hold on a sec, let me get that sorted for you. And all this, like, it's like, just talk like like I wouldn't want an assistant to talk this way. Like
I want my home assistants to talk like is trying to speak underwater for how much water is getting or ruining.
So anyway,
I agree.
So
Or like a Murloc.
Yeah, give me the Murloc assistant.
Yeah. So like that is something that I'm excited for in the future of getting like Home Assistant stuff set up and getting. I know Home Assistant's been putting out speaker pucks that work like the Google Home ones, but are just connected to your home server Home Assistant, so there's no surveillance going on there. It's just your own thing, and then people are able to set up their own like Home Assistant automation stuff in software, so you can just have that all set up. So that'll be hopefully something I can work towards in the future, because I like having all the speakers in every room because it's fun being able to like set a timer by just saying it, or play stupid music in every room of the house when Lauren's alone home and I'm away. Or going into my home assistant interface and having it speak text to speech a bunch of bullshit like the Burger King foot lettuce while she's just sitting in the living room. I love doing stuff like that. So I like that, but yeah, the Google stuff is just so bad. It's so bad. Ugh. And I do want to be able to get the cameras that I have hooked up able to record video locally. Right now they just record like a day's worth internally and then delete. So, and I have one pointed at the birds. So, the bird feeders.
For the kitties.
Exactly. Well, it's just, and I want to point one at the couch where Judy sleeps so that when I'm at work I can see my dog sleeping.
Yeah.
But I don't want
do it for her.
But I don't want that connected to any services. Like that's my video. And I can set that up with my NAS. Like I can set up that, so I just need to figure out how to do that. Home Assistant's got all sorts of shit. So that's the thing that is really nice though, is that the really smart people are also fed up with this shit and are building open source versions of all of this. So
yeah,
if you actually have some gumption, you can get past all this fucking bullshit. And that'll only get better as I see my good prediction for 2026 is that Linux will continue to get more popular and people will continue to be like, hey, we don't have to use this fucking corporate bullshit. So
I'm not going to do a year of the Linux desktop prediction. That's been a running joke in nerd circles for 20 years now.
No, but I would say that that's more close to likely than it was 20 years ago.
Every year it gets more close to likely, and then people are like, no, but I don't like it how anything at all is different. I don't know how to use a computer. I just know where the button is.
I just like
on a Windows one.
You're totally right, but it's hilarious how Windows has been shittifying so badly that people are now willing to put up with the extra shit because Windows' shit is worse.
A lot of what people bitch about with Windows 11 reminds me of how they bitch about Linux, and it's like, well, if you're gonna bitch about it anyway, you might as well just use Linux.
Yeah. Yep. And the nice part about a lot of the really easy to use Linux distros is that there's like a Discord or like a forum online where people will be very happy to tell you how to fix it because they love people using Linux, and they love people using the Linux that they've dedicated themselves to. Because then that means more people are on their tribe of distro. So
every day I get closer and closer.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I thought you meant killing yourself. I thought that was. I didn't realize that was about Linux. I was like, me too, buddy. I hate this.
Tomato, potato.
Matt's call the void is Linux.
There is a void Linux, by the way. There's a void Linux.
I get closer to.
Occasionally, I need to dig into something like command line level on the Octopi. So I'm starting to get a little bit familiar with like that kind of how Linux is kind of set up in that way. And
it's
Windows
really
just
not that
getting
difficult.
shittier and shittier.
I always tell people that like I understand why you're scared of like the terminal because it is in all media that depicts computers ever. The terminal is like for the super hacker in the dark room with the hoodie and like he just types in a bunch of random characters and it hacks into the mainframe. And like because that's the only time most people have ever seen a terminal. But like you do have to remember that like until the 90s, your fucking grandma, if she had a secretary job, she had to use a terminal for DOS. Like, it's actually literally the easiest interface you could possibly have for a computer. Whatever application you're using might not be easy, but the terminal itself is like you can't get like the GUI is not easier than that. There's so many things that can go wrong with the GUI that just don't just name of program and then after that is stuff that the program needs to know. And so like a lot of people are just scared once they see the black box and the blinking cursor, but like it's literally just the muscle memory you have for GUI is the reason that doesn't scare you. Because like as someone who's seen the code bases, difference between a GUI app and a terminal app. I'm much more scared of GUI apps.
Well, I think it just also helps if the more you get used to it, the more you kind of like visualize it in your head, where you're like, this is where things are without them being displayed on screen, and you know what commands.
You either have to memorize or you need to have a reference for like.
So my Debian server, I have the website I got it from had a command cheat card thing that I printed out and I have next to it. So it's like when I need to do something, I'm like, oh yeah, I type this in. And honestly, the only things I ever do is sudo apt update, sudo apt upgrade. Like that's pretty much all I do. And then the other stuff that I use it for has web-based GUIs built in for the applications. At least for some of the stuff I do, because the Home Assistant has a web-based GUI, so you can see all your temperature sensors and everything. Anyway, that's the thing I really like, though, is how much better open source everything's getting, because people are really fed up. So, like, all the smart bulbs I have are Matter, so they work with Home Assistant natively, and stopping to get rid of...
I have, like, 4 smart plugs hooked up right now, and they're all Matter, finally.
Yep. And no longer am I beholden to one of the big companies. I can use anything that can connect to Matter, which is Home Assistant stuff does. So I'll eventually switch to Home Assistant.
Like, it's not like mature yet, but I'm really interested in like building my own shit with Matter using like ESP microcontrollers and stuff. And like there's a couple things you can do with that's like out there, but they're more like fiddly stuff that people have kind of sort of got working so far. They're not really anything mature yet. But I would be very interested in having things such as like having a magnetic sensor so I can know if my garage door is open, because I'll like did I remember to close the garage door, and like I don't actually need a garage door smart home sensor or anything crazy like that. I just need a doorbell, like a just a magnetic sensor. Is the magnet close to the sensor? If it isn't, I left my garage door open, and then set up the ESP to broadcast the RF signal that shuts my garage door.
One of my favorite...
that would be fun for me, but it is stuff I would have to figure out on my own.
So one of my favorite Home Assistant sensor things, because I'll be on the subreddit or the forums or whatever, and just seeing people talk about like cool things they've done. And one of the coolest things I saw was somebody got like, I think IKEA makes Matter enabled smart sensors that are really cheap. They used to be Zigbee, and now they're switching over to just Wi-Fi or whatever, which people are mad about because they don't want to be Wi-Fi, but whatever. Like, you got Wi-Fi in your house, man. Like, that'd be cool that you like Zigbee, but I don't need another wireless thing zooming around in my house. But they make smart sensors that are like what you said, where it's just like a magnetic thing that can tell if it's been open or closed, or if it's currently open or currently closed. And they put it in their mailbox so they can tell when the mail's been delivered. I'm like, that's kind of a cool thing. Like, you can know, oh, the mail guy stopped by. Like, I know I have mail. Like, you can go out and do that. I'm like, that shit's cool. And I think that person actually ran, because they live on a big property where they have to walk.
President Zigbee man.
Where they have to walk out to like their, up the driveway or whatever to get to it. And I think they ran cable out to it so they could. I'm like, that's cool. Shit like that's so cool. Like, I love the home automation stuff like that. To just make your life easier, but then not being able to do it without paying one of these corporations like this stupid amount of money they want for Google Home Plus or whatever. They want like, I think they want $10 a month for it, $120 a year for the Gemini Home. But that doesn't include their Chat GPT or whatever fucking thing they call it on your assistant. That's $20 a month to be connected to that. So I don't even have that. I have just the Home Assistant that is just the other one, but with like a different voice, basically. But still just as dumb. It's so bad. It's like, no one's buying this, and no one's going to buy this stuff, which is why it's going to pop. But not this year. I think they got enough money. There's too much people betting on it right now. I think the sad thing is going to be we're not going to be buying gaming PCs anymore. You're going to be renting them.
Yep.
You're going to be renting them from the cloud. NVIDIA will own all of the gaming machines. Although, I did see something really cool. I don't know if you've watched YouTube. ETA Prime does videos on
No, God, no. I
all
would
sorts
never.
of stuff. Well, anyway, whether or not you're watching YouTube or seeing articles about these, but I guess so ASRock made crypto mining blades.
Yeah, my boss showed me.
Yes, and so they're binned
They're
PlayStation 5 APUs, so they aren't as powerful as a PS5. They weren't good enough to go in the PS5. So they put them in like a crypto mining rig, like blade, basically. And so each blade is basically like a PS 4.5. And it has, I think, 16 gigs of unified memory. And they're selling them for like about $100 on eBay. And so all you need to do is buy, a 400 watt power supply, 3D print a case, and for like $150, you got a little mini gaming PC. It's like, so shit like that is like, so hopefully all this AI shit will crash and those cards will be able to be bought by people in 5 years and build cheap ass fucking gaming rigs off of them. Anyway, that's my hopeful predictions, but I don't think that's happening in 2026 because 2026 is gonna be a nightmare.
Yes.
That's all. That's it.
My hopeful prediction is, and never mind.
You don't have any. There's no hope. Anyway. Yay! The world is a nightmare.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else has any hopeful
The
predictions?
world is a vampire.
No.
Not hopeful predictions, but I do have two 5-second 2025 game reviews.
Okay, sure. Throw them at me.
Dispatch is fun. Don't read ahead. Don't get spoiled. Just play it. It's everything great about Telltale, but it's even better than what Telltale games.
Okay.
And number 2, Archipelagos are fun, but only if
about Telltale.
Yeah, exactly. Archipelago randomizers are fun, but only if everybody plays.
Who's that? Oh, you're calling someone out here.
My kid.
It can't be me.
I know who it is. It's
John,
Minecraft.
where's my fire spell?
Because all those
Yeah,
my
Minecraft
bombos.
checks are not done.
Give me those bombos.
The last 10 of them were done by me. I jumped in the game and did them.
Yeah, I was like, DJ, I need my. It was a wooden sword, for God's sake. I was like, how does she not have
the
that?
easiest thing to make in the game.
Yep.
Anyway, so that is fun. So I'm looking forward to finishing that archipelago and then joining Spanky's Minecraft server because it's Minecraft time.
Yep.
Yeah. Except for right
I'm
now,
not. I'm
it's
probably
Mega
gonna start a
Man
smaller
time.
archipelago.
What'd you say about archipelago?
Oh, I probably won't join the Minecraft server because I just suck at Minecraft. So I'm just gonna do a smaller archipelago.
I do
I
like
will
the.
join the Minecraft server and then just dig a really big hole.
Damn it!
We
you
That's what I
always
like to
talk
do when I
about
play
that.
Minecraft.
It's true.
Like we absolutely,
this is legendary. Matt's
Yeah, that is the
Minecraft.
like we always talk about how legendary your fucking weird ossuary to hell was that you
Yeah.
made in
My-
Minecraft world.
Talk about how legendary my big hole was.
And
Yeah,
Matt's
Matt's
legendary big hole. But it was,
it was also a dangerous hole.
yeah. Matt keeps blowing up, and he's like, "I keep dying." You're like, "Dude, it's so fucking dark down here. You have to put more torches up."
I didn't
No,
know
I'm-
how
I'm
the
good.
game worked, John.
Fair enough. It was
Honestly,
just-
no. The only thing that convinced Matt to put torches down was that we told him trees could grow underground.
oh
If you
yeah,
put torches
if you have
down.
enough light,
Is that why I did that?
yes, you'll
Yeah, I
never
did
have
have
to
a
leave the
little,
underground.
Topiary or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're done. We're done. Thank you, everyone, for
Yep.
listening, and
I was just
look
trying to
forward
build a Fallout vault.
joining with you in 2026 and season 3 of Born in the 80s.
Yes.
That'll happen in
And
2026.
hopefully discord.com disschord will be back to working.
Yeah.
It wasn't like 20 minutes ago.
GoDaddy was like, "What if I took your site and put a AI?"
Okay, it's going now.
It's
It's going now.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know. GoDaddy sucks. Don't use GoDaddy. That's my advice.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I use Namecheap.
Bye-bye, everybody.